old trees.
300.
Several years ago, we had an arborist come in. I guess it was right before I got here.
Bull spender,
About 8 years ago. And he determined that they're late 200s, closing in on 300 years old.
Wow. So those are sugar maples.
Those are 2 sugar maples. They're still producing. They're doing pretty well. The farther one suffered a limb injury a couple years ago in a storm during the summer, but it's still going pretty well. And we think that there's a chance that they're wedding trees. So there was a tradition, mostly from Northern Europe, when couples married and settled down, that they would either plant a single tree or be gifted 2 trees as a sign of their betrothed love and being wed. And these trees would have been great. They're long living, great source of, if you wanted to do maple sugaring, it would be a great source for sap for that, plus shade for livestock, and or if the house up here was kind of over up on that hill over there. But you see a lot of trees like this. If you have an old house here in New England, there's often a very large tree in the yard, often set down when the family set down roots. You see it a lot in northern Midwest, so Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, especially from the Scandinavian side of things. So, yeah, George and Martha, they're doing well.
Thank you so much.
And I learned too that I know people that had lived in this area a long time ago, the fellas, in their teens, maybe wherever, they go up to Vermont to help with sugaring, and may have brought the seedlings down. So there's some of that. There's that genetic gene pool from Vermont.
Because there were not a ton of sugar maples in this area when the Europeans got here in the 1600s. They were mostly west and north of here. So in eastern Massachusetts, there weren't sugar maples here. Sugar maple, again, a decent 12, 18-inch wide sugar maple. Look around it and see if you can find these. They look like a boring beetle or a sapsucker hole, but they're all tap scars. And you'll see them mostly between about waist height and shoulder height. Right? Because if you're tapping, you don't want to tap really high up because you can't see what's in the bucket, and if you take it down and it's full, you wear the bucket. Right? And you will see occasionally some weird ones that are high up. It just means there was a lot of snow that year. Right? It's not, you had an exceptionally tall sugarer that year. We have one in the Norway maple in the front yard at the Nature Center. Vin's the only one who's been tapping there for 15 plus years. There's one from 2015 where the tap's up here because Vin was standing on 2 feet of snow.